Okay, so earlier I was playing a game against the Hilliard combo deck, and I crashed Magic Online, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna figure out exactly what happens. So I started a solo game, pretty much just me against myself, just playtesting. And typically, whenever you're doing it in a playtesting lobby, it actually does record your game, and it allows you to go try to watch that game afterwards. So because that's the case, I went ahead and started up a practice game, and I will show you all what happened. Hey, figuring out OBS can be a pain sometimes, but I will get it on here eventually. Let's see. Drawn images off. I need to get my image turned off. And there we go. Now y'all can watch. So yeah, this is the video of exactly what happens when you break Magic the Gathering online. I want you all to pay attention to the chat log here when it gets closer towards the end. And trust me, you will know when it's ended, because I'll just wait. I'll just wait and have you guys actually see it, because it's pretty amazing. Alright, so pretty much I just went through here when I had assembled Tron, because I'm not playing against an opponent, so there's no real need for me to interact with someone else. And then I thought, okay, the easiest way for me to cheat my win conditions into play is to just go ahead and use Kind Gray Creator to get Planar Bridge, and then use Planar Bridge to put a doubling season first, then put Sam up the tested second, and after that I can go ahead and start just ultimating and see how many ultimates I can get off before the game dies. Hey, like y'all can see, one thing that happened here that should not have happened. I drew the one copy of Sam the Tested that I played. So because that's the case, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get Tamio instead and use Tamio's ability, because it allows me to cast put permanents directly into play. One thing I realized though watching this video, I had Nicol Bolas Dragon God there blocking the magnificent view of what Planeswalker choices I'm selecting. But either ways, it doesn't matter. And besides, it's an amazing card image, you know what I'm saying? So, I want everybody to, take notice of it. Especially since his ability is what's popping up all over the place. Okay, so ladies and gents, what happened here is... Okay, not that one. Let me go ahead and get this small one out. Okay, what happened here is I made the Nicol Bolas Dragon God, or using Jace's ability to make 2 copies of himself. And it did go ahead and make 32 copies of Nicol Bolas. If you look at the game log at the bottom, it'll show you it makes the 32 copies of Nicol Bolas. But then it's almost like Magic Online can't process it, and it just kicks it back out. Because at this point, when I saw it do it, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and scroll through all these abilities again and try to find. And pretty much that list there is just a copy of all of Nicol Bolas Dragon God's ability, which is every planeswalker that's in play. So yeah, it took me a little bit to find them. I think I had decided to go ahead and, fetch the last 2 planeswalkers. I thought Karn Great Creator was the one that I did not have on the board, but that's because I forgot that I initially started using Karn Great Creator. So Karn Great Creator is what I put out, and then the game was like, oh, you have 2 Dragon Gods in play, you need to get rid of one of them. And I was just like, oh, I mean, you have 2 Karn Great Creators in play, you gotta get rid of one of them. So I was like, oh my gosh, no, I have to go and scroll through all my cards to go ahead and get to the point where I can choose Karn Great Creator. Because it doesn't matter which one I have, I just needed one of them. Scrolling was taking forever. But I would much rather scroll this way because I know where it starts. If I scroll the other way, I don't know where it actually ends. So I could have potentially been scrolling forever. I didn't want to do that, so I just chose this kind to keep. Okay, I didn't decide not to use Ghost's ability, and then I discovered this little, triangle thing up top to just click and hold down, and you can scroll over as much as you like. So that being said, go ahead and activate Bolas one more time. Okay, if you guys look down at the bottom at the game log again, let's create 2 copies of Jace, which is Nicol Bolas. And it says I created 32 copies of Nicol Bolas here. And then the game freezes up for a second. And then while I'm still here waiting, and still waiting, okay, still here waiting. I'll just explain to you guys what my thought process was at this point. The game records every game that is played at that point in time, even though it's just a solo room. So it says I created the 32 copies of Bolas right there, but then below that it says that I joined the game. So it looked like what it did was it couldn't process it, so it just restarted the game. Or it kicked me out of it and started another one. Either or. But like you guys can see, the game log is pretty long there. I had looked up my name, Tron. Accidentally joined the wrong room, so backed out. And then I went to try to replay my actual match, even though it was solo. And when I went ahead and clicked on the skip forward of it on a turn thing, it just said I conceded and joined the. It said I joined the game and then I conceded. Oh, good thing I saw that. It said I joined the game and I conceded, which means that the game pretty much just backed itself out and restarted whenever I finally made all those copies of Bolas. So now I know that is exactly what happened. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you crash Magic Online games reliably. I'm not quite sure what happens if you do that in an actual match. If it just makes you lose or not. That will be interesting to find out. Alright, that's in the next video. Alright peeps, it was amazing. Hey, today I learned something new that my deck could do. And I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. Let's put the copy of Bolas Dragon God back up there. Oh. Awesome image. Hey, every time I see it, I'm just gonna admire it because it's an awesome image. Alright, but yeah, peeps, that's how you crash Magic Online games reliably. I don't know why your opponent wouldn't just quit at that point in time before it happens though, but yeah. That's how you do it, peeps. That would look like I'm squinting really hard. I got the Asian eyes. Nah, I wear glasses. It's kind of hard for me to see things that are far away, but up close, computer screen wise, I can still see everything. So I spend most of my time not wearing my glasses if I'm off stream, because eventually they kind of just get in the way, become annoying, because they're not needed. Either ways, that is how you crash Magic Online games. I don't know what happens if you do it in a ranked match or anything though, so that'll be interesting to find out. Makes me want to just go sign up for a thing right now, but I'll wait until I get in the tournament whenever I do decide to participate and want to see it, because it gives me more chances to potentially do it. Also gives me a decent amount of exposure. But Mayot, siwa Jamaican man with Tron Walker. No, if you could check out the next time. Yo, video them awesome. If y'all don't understand what I just said, it's in Jamaica. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here so I can upload it.